But I agree with the sentiment that we need to put it out there. And you know, Pam Bondi, I don't know, when she originally made the statement, I think she was talking about documents, as I understood it, they were on her desk. I don't know that she was specific about a list or whatever, but she needs to come forward and explain that to everybody.
Speaker Mike Johnson there, breaking from President Trump's stance when it comes to disclosures on the Jeffrey Epstein case. Former U.S. Attorney John Fishwick joining us to discuss where this story may go next. It's great to see you. Axios reporting, citing conversations with administration officials and top outside advisors, saying the White House is considering possibly appointing a special counsel to investigate, removing redactions to already released documents, or petitioning courts to unseal records. Which do you think is the most likely outcome, and why?
Well, I think the administration should do both. I think Pam Bondi has bungled this, and so I think the country wants transparency. So there's two ways to do it. DOJ can reach out to the courts where these documents are sealed and say, look, immediately unseal these. We want to make them public. And I think because the public has lost confidence in the Attorney General, I think she should appoint an attorney, a special counsel, or perhaps a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney to review the documents and to make the appropriate release to the public. I think because of her lack of confidence and transparency that the public has in what she's done, I think the best thing to do is to bring in another lawyer who looks at it and then does release the files.
I mentioned earlier unsealing records. In 2018, I believe it was, the Miami Herald petitioned the courts to unseal documents connected to a lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell. They were successful. Who has the power to petition a court to unseal documents connected to this case?
Well, Dee Dee, the entity that has the biggest power is the Department of Justice. If they want to unseal documents or have documents released to the public, if they go to a federal judge and say, for example, the discovery in the Epstein criminal case, after all, he's dead, we want to release that to the public. We think there's a public interest in doing that. If the Department of Justice files that petition with the judges that have the case underneath their jurisdiction, they will be successful and release it. If, for example, a news organization does it and DOJ opposes it, they will be unsuccessful. But the Department of Justice could unseal these documents quickly.
Well, you mentioned public interest. That clearly is here. Americans have a right to access, as you know, government information under the Freedom of Information Act. For that to even happen, though, the documents would have to be unsealed, correct? Help us connect the dots.
Yeah, Dee Dee, so the way that would work is the Department of Justice would file a petition with the judge who oversaw the Epstein case and say, hey, look, this case is over. He's dead. We want to release these documents to the public. We think it's in the public interest to unseal these documents. And if DOJ takes that position with the courts, they will be quickly unsealed.
All right, we'll wait and see. It is a case the world is watching. Former U.S. Attorney John Fishwick, always great to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.